Hello, everyone. We're back, or something.
or something.
Sorry, we've been gone. There were some scheduling issues and some internet issues. Um, but we're back and better than ever. CFTA
Or
won a lot
something.
of things this weekend.
I would say I won like two things.
Two is a lot
I
of
don't know if
things.
this is one of the things, I guess. But I don't know how much it is relevant to talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, Arena Opens are Arena Opens. I don't know. I don't think we have a particularly unique take on this format.
Mhm.
But I hear you have a particularly unique take on Esper Pixie.
I don't know if it's particularly unique. So what happened was that I cut Optimistic Scavenger from the deck, and then won the tournament. And I don't think, and after playing the tournament, I feel like you shouldn't cut Optimistic Scavenger from the deck, or
Amazing.
at least like it might be possible to it might be nice to like not play the full four, or like, but like I don't know, it's just really efficient at like putting power and toughness onto the battlefield, you know.
I like the description of this deck as stock Pixie. I would propose that this instead stock a Pixie. Because of stock up.
Okay, should we talk about stock up?
We should talk about stock up, yes.
Okay, so stock up is tech. Okay, so I guess what happened with stock up was that I wanted to put in my deck for like the whole time testing at like thinking about Pixie for the PT. I wanted to put it in my deck, and then I never actually put it into my deck. And then Rainy put it in her deck, and then she said it was good. So now I'm sad or happy or something. I don't know. Uh,
Emotions or something.
I I don't know how good it is. I played with it. It's like sometimes it's awkward, sometimes it's really good. You can like try to like play a bunch of copies and like revolve your game plan around them. But my worry is that like in many cases you would rather cast zero stock ups in your game. You would rather draw zero stock ups in your games than draw than like cast many of them. You know?
Yeah, I would say that I am a stock up, like very slight skeptic in that, like, I think, I don't know. I feel like I am a stock up sideboard fan, but a main deck skeptic, maybe. Like, it feels like the kind of card where I don't think this is how you should be trying to beat, like, aggressive decks. And, like, it's not clear to me that this is how you should be trying to beat the mirror, but maybe it is.
Well, I don't know if I agree with those totally, but kind of. Like if you draw generally like I feel like it's like if you're able to spend all your cards first and then have a stock up at the end, it's nice. The problem that arises when you draw too many stock ups and then you don't have like stuff to play first before casting stock up.
Yeah. It certainly is not a copy of Nurturing Pixie, Storm Chaser's Talent, Hopeless Nightmare, or Fear of Isolation.
Yeah.
Or Removal Spell against Gruul or whatever.
So
I
and
guess
then
my
the
I
last
guess my
thing.
question is like how much better is Stock Up as your last card than Overlord or Defiled Crypt as your last card after you've played all your other cards?
It can be a lot better. I'm worried it's a lot better in some cases. Many
The Stock
cases.
Up?
Yes.
I'm worried that like Overlord or Crypt is like a lot better in some cases, but I don't know.
Like I kind of got for like I'm not sure how I feel about Overlord or Crypt. It's hard to say.
Hmm.
Like, definitely I felt like the mirror used to be a lot about that. It's possible it's no longer really about that.
What changed to make it not about that? I guess. Is it just theory has changed, or like because like I don't think the cards have changed very much, you know?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like, for example, the card stock up might make it less about that, you know?
Uh-huh.
Also, this is like the last question card, I guess.
Yeah. I am for the record worried about not playing Kaido to play stock up. Um
I am also worried about this.
I'm worried that Kaido might be like one of your best cards in like some matchups. Obviously it has awkwardnesses against other matchups, but it might also be one of your best cards in some matchups. So I don't know. Um
The concern is like if you list out the matchups, it's bad against red. You would probably our plan would, ended up being you should board this out in the mirror, even though sometimes it can be really good.
even on the
And
play?
then yes,
Okay.
and then if this is like the plan, then in which case that's a large part of the field in which Kaido is not very good. Obviously, it's like your best card against domain is the problem with cutting it, kind
Yeah,
of.
I would also make the claim that like it's not clear that stock up is like that good against red either.
Well, it's complicated.
Fair
Um,
enough. Anyways, I guess my take on this whole stock up theory is that like I don't think that you should play. I feel like if you were playing stock ups, the correct card to cut is not scavenger. And like I saw some of like cutting like you were cutting scavengers, right?
yeah.
Somewhat. But like the problem is that like what you've described of like you like play your cards and then you play a stock up. Well, like Scavenger is one of the cards that you play first, right? Like if you're adding cards that you want to play later in the game, you're not supposed to. You shouldn't shave cards that you want to play earlier in the game. Otherwise, like you lose some nice properties about Pixie, perhaps.
I agree.
And like maybe you could like okay, you could go in the other direction of building the deck even more controlling in such a way to like leverage like casting stock up more as a medium thing than as a late thing. Like you could try thinking about like playing wraths or something like that. But like that's a very different direction and almost certainly not the current direction. That's more the Saragon direction if anything.
Yeah.
But that's just like a different deck.
Okay. I believe this is the main deck I would register. I think this is like somewhat of a normal main deck. There's a second Momentum Breaker because I think the Momentum Breaker is good. There's also a third creature land because I think creature lands are really good.
Uh-huh.
And then
Wait,
these cards we have kind of.
why is it a restless reef instead of a third anchorage?
Um, Firstly, because of like one reason is that like for color reasons, kind of because
Uh,
like it like
I
balances out the untapped sources, kind of.
okay, so I agree that okay. This like somewhat like makes like okay. I agree that the color reasons are not like completely insignificant. Like I do like some balancing out of my untapped sources. But I would like to propose that Restless Anchorage is so much better than Restless Reef that maybe it just doesn't matter.
The
Like,
problem is that okay, so if you draw one of these, you would much rather draw a restless anchorage than a restless reef, generally. However, if you have both of them in play, sometimes you would rather activate restless reef. You know?
uh, I think that if you told me for like on average like for a generic game would I rather have two restless anchorages in play or a restless reef and a restless anchorage assuming that my colors were assuming that the colors of them don't matter I would choose two restless anchorages I think.
Okay, but we can play we can play the third anchorage, but
You should add an
uh,
underground river. Yeah.
yeah.
Like
Um,
basically my claim is that like Restless Reef is a card that that is much easier for the opponent to like deal with by chumping or whatever, and like Restless Anchorage you can attack within the air, and so they like have to deal with it, and then like after, so if I have two, I would rather have two anchorages. So after they deal with my first anchorage, I still have an anchorage, you know.
hmm.
Like if Restless Anchorage had hexproof, then yeah, okay. If like all of these lands had hexproof or something, or if people just like couldn't kill creature lands or something, then like sure, I would maybe think about the like reef. But I feel like the fact that your first anchorage can die means that I would rather have a second anchorage than a reef in addition to my anchorage, you know?
It's just that like in some cases you would if you only make one attack with a creature land in the game, you would rather deal 4 damage than 2 damage. You know, but
Yeah, but you would rather deal 2 damage than 0 damage, also, you know?
I would say I have thought about this question, and I currently believe I would split them. But we can play the third anchorage.
Uh-huh.
Um,
We could also okay. What if we split? What if we split them, and then every time we drew the reef, we think about whether we would prefer it to be an anchorage,
sure.
or whether we would like very prefer it to be a reef, right? Because like okay, unfortunately on Arena you can't like note which like mark which one of the anchorage split is split, you know. I
Well,
mean,
we can.
well, okay, let's not spend a wild card on doing that.
Okay.
Or whatever, or like gold or something. I agree we
Yeah.
can. I think this is also just like easier to think about, I think, if we like actually
Mhm.
have the reef. Anyways.
Okay. Should we talk about the sideboard or? I played temporary lockdown and no grim baubles, and I've determined that you should probably play grim baubles and not temporary lockdown. I think.
Uh-huh.
For one, temporary lockdown is not easy to cast.
Yeah. Grim
Uh,
Bubble does seem a lot better to me than Lockdown in this deck. But I don't know.
this is not mapped. I also don't like fully know exactly what this plan against domain should be,
Uh-huh.
or which cards are best against them.
What
I
what
know
matchups are
these
we what matchups are we bringing in Preacher?
red and the mirror. I think it is
Uh-huh.
quite good against in those matchups.
Okay.
I played the main deck, and it's reasonable to play that main deck if you expect the metagame to be a certain way, probably.
Uh-huh.
But I think it makes more sense to like hedge your main deck against a bad matchup. In which
I
case, like,
I remember seeing that one of the teams at the PT had like main deck Preachers in their Pixie deck.
mhm.
I played against Liam Edelson. I don't know if he's in chat, but I assume he sometimes watches. Personal spoon. But yeah.
um, some things you could think about. I'm not. You could have another Scripture Overlord in the sideboard. You could have another stock up in the sideboard.
Can
You
we
could
have the
have a third
third
dream.
dreams? I would like the third
Okay.
dreams, but
Okay. What do you want to cut for the third dream?
I don't know. It's really okay. Do you think third dreams or second Loran is better against domain?
I'm not sure.
Wait, okay. Here's a
I, I,
question.
I,
What matchups do we bring in? What matchups do we board into three destroy evils besides against domain?
Oculus.
Okay. Okay. Are we sure that third destroy evil is like worse than third dreams against those?
I'm not sure. Wait, we can play dreams over it. The cyber situation you would probably like actually want to do a mapping, but uh, I don't really feel like doing that right now. Kind of.
Yeah.
Anyhow, do you want to play some games?
Yeah. How do you feel about the name the Sock Hop?
Much to consider.
I still think that the best name for this deck is Stock a Pixie.
Hmm.
Anyways, I appreciate the manifold mouse on your deck cover. It's a nice touch.
The deck slot used to hold a manifold mouse deck, is why that is the case.
Everyone should know that what your unhinged deck storage method is. You want to elaborate?
Um, so like they give you some free decks for foundations at some point. So now you have 110 decks. But if you ever delete a deck, you lose your deck slot, and I don't want to do that. So instead, like when you get when I want to make a new deck, I have to like go into an old deck and like replace it. Also, is this gonna be like a draw? Should I like restart arena?
Oh yeah, this might be a restart arena angle. I think it's.
Okay.
I think it probably is.
Yep.
Anyways, while you restart arena, I'm gonna redeem this explore. Um, man leggings, you explore and you find a coconut lorikeet. One might ask, one might ask, what is a coconut lorikeet? um, one might answer, this card from Arc Nova. Oh wait, I need to click into here to show this. Maybe. How do I show this better? Hmm. No? Okay. It might be visible in the very bottom right corner right now, but I can't figure out how to like expand this. Close stream. Oh, there we go. It's a coconut lorikeet. It might be backwards. From the camera. Anyways, that's the card you find. It's not a land. Would you like to keep it on top or put it on the bottom? Great.
All right. I have
I may
successfully
have been
restarted it.
playing a lot of Arc Nova recently. This was a heavy Euro board game. Um, yeah.
All right. I have restarted arena successfully.
Yep. I have your thing on screen.
All right. I will say, it's possible the domain plan, like, if you spend a lot of slots, you can like make the domain plan. You can make the domain plan Jace, but it costs a lot of slots.
Hmm. I feel like that's. I feel like that's roughly like I feel like my claim for why I am very hesitant to play domain ever is that I think that basically every deck can decide to beat domain by like spending a lot of slots.
Hmm.
But I don't
Okay.
know, maybe this is false.
How
Um,
do you feel about this hand? This seems like a.
I like that the
I
opponent mold on the play against two nightmares. It isn't without problems, but I like it in theory.
I agree.
I think like if we were on the play, I would not keep this. I think.
I think I would still keep on the play.
Okay, maybe I'm too scared, but like I think the night. Basically, I think it's much easier for things to go wrong on the play where like your scavenger gets killed and like I don't know.
Okay, I have a question. Are we attacking?
I have an answer. Yes.
It could still be no, technically, but I
Why?
agree it should probably be a yes.
Are you scared of the card spring-loaded saw blades? Also, what the fuck? Thank you,
No, I'm
computer,
scared that the
for
cards ride.
I'm sorry for the flashing lights, everyone. Oh yeah, I forgot about Red's End. I feel like it doesn't necessarily make it better to wait, but I don't know.
Okay, So what should we do here?
Play an
We
otter?
could make them. We could make them discard one card.
I think I would rather play an otter.
What I like about making them discard one card is that like they then have to choose between having a 4 drop and I guess like you can just bounce their 4 drop
Yeah.
and then yeah, okay, that's probably better. Also, Defile could not being Overlord L or something.
Yeah. Like some of the problem with making them discard a card is that they're just going to like they're probably just going to discard the land in that case. Like you can certainly like get punished. Like it's a high variance play, I think. And I'm not convinced that we need to make those right now. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like that kind of line is only good if they like have a certain kind of like if they have a certain like kind of hand and like draw.
Well, I don't know. Like it seems like pretty common for their hand at that point to be land 4 drop.
It's really bad if their last card is stock up, right?
I guess so.
Like then they just
That's
go like
fair.
stock up hit land drop.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So option one is we can attack. We can pick up Nightmare and cast in, and then attack. Option two is we can attack first, and if they rise under fear, then we get value.
I think I would rather. How about how do you feel about the option? Okay, let's say we like pre-combat bounce our like talent and nightmare, play talent. Sorry, play nightmare and then attack, and then their last card is Ride's End. So they go to 13. We have two talents, town and crypt in hand, and we have an otter in play, and they have a Beza and a fountain port and nothing else. Are we winning? I think we might be.
I'm worried we're not, by the way, but we could
Yeah,
be.
like basically I think that like make forcing them to go to like no card like I suspect that like their both their cards in hand are good. Um
Okay.
so like I'm not too concerned about like exposing something to Ride's End, I guess. Also, does Ride's End
Mm-hmm.
say opponent? Because if it doesn't say opponent, then we are getting some priority tells.
Oh, I agree. It does not say opponent. I believe. Are we ahead? It's kind of unclear.
I think we would be more ahead if they like had chosen to as their last card cast Ride's End on our fear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess
We
like the
know their
thing is
card
like
is.
I don't care about playing around Ride's End because like their Ride's End doesn't like like one for one removal isn't that good versus what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Um. What are we doing?
That's a good question. I kind of
Okay. How do you feel about play scavenger, play talent, play defiled crypt for no value, make your otter a 5/5 and attack chase?
I like that.
Okay.
It seems like Crypt will have a hard time this game anyways.
Do you think it's better to attack Jace or attack them?
I think it's better to attack Jace, but I'm
Okay.
not sure. Yeah, I would like to attack Jace.
It will probably sweep our base ass.
Do you think they're gonna play? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, well, we get to remove something from the board.
I agree. Or we could get down our Kaido.
I would rather remove something from the board, I think.
Okay, which thing would you like to remove from the board?
I think the Beza? Because then we can also attack the Jace.
Okay, how do you want to distribute things?
So we're gonna have a 3/3 otter. I assume we just want to make a 3/3 otter and a 2/2 scavenger, and then like attack Jace with both.
Okay,
I think I'm fine trading the scavenger for 2 fish when they have a fountain port in play.
that makes sense.
To the question about Overlord versus Cadaver Lab, they're very different. Cadaver Lab costs literally half as much mana, but Overlord obviously has a much stronger effect in like potentially being a creature and also uh, and also like getting things that aren't just in the graveyard.
I'd say like they're very, but like it's they function very differently, kind of like because you
Yeah,
can just when you have a Cadaver Lab, you can't like use it to make progress. You can't like get more things from it. You can only get the things you've already drawn.
yeah. Whereas Overlord theoretically gets you to more gets you progress. Okay,
Okay.
I think you might get auto tapped if you aren't careful, but
I assume I should attack them.
um, I'm not sure.
Well, like
Right. Kaido has an ability. Yes.
yes. Probably shouldn't have played my land first, but I find it hard to imagine we won't want to play my talent. I guess we could like hit Scavenger. Maybe we want to cast Scavenger.
Uh, I think that you should have tapped in such a way that took pain and left up a white blue land.
Yeah, that's probably right. Okay, let's surveil, I believe.
Yep. I like that they made the fish now, so that we can
Okay.
choose to tap it down.
Uh,
I assume that's
my
good
assumption
enough.
is that yeah,
If the land was untapped, would you keep it on top below the fear?
possibly. I guess they can literally do that. So,
Well, yeah, but like if I bait them into doing that when they don't want to, I don't know.
wow, this basic card is so good. Do we want to block?
Probably not. Don't we just like so this turn we tap down Beza, right?
I guess so. Okay. Is there any sequencing that we want to do, or not really?
Well, they might have like 3 steps ahead in hand or something. That might be something to think about. Um, they could like Ride's End or Otter. I think I want to attack Jace.
I agree. I guess we could have also like try attack no use nowhere to run, but that seems worse
This seems
probably.
cleaner to me. I like attack Jace. If they want to like Ride's End or 1/1, yeah, sure.
Okay. So how do you feel about your pickup nightmare path?
Um, I like that, I think. If they counter this, how do you feel about Killfish? Okay.
Okay. I guess we could alternatively cast Second Fear, which might be better.
That feels bad into Wrath,
Is it?
isn't it? Like,
I mean, we have a Kaido on an empty board.
hmm.
I guess this is probably, but the Nowhere's run is probably not getting better than this. I guess.
Yeah.
Do you want to Nowhere to run while they're tapped out so they can't get a card? Okay, I guess.
I mean, they're probably gonna sack it, yeah. Good evening, Clarm. I guess like the thing that punishes like playing out the second fear is largely like Wrath plus way to deal with Kaido, right? But I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they like holding up Fountain Port activation maybe?
I guess so. Okay. What should we do?
I would like to plus Kaido, maybe? I don't know.
Are we casting any spells pre-combat?
I guess we could cast the Nightmare pre-combat. See how they respond. I guess okay. Let's say their plan is just to make a fish, right? Then Nightmare plus Nowhere to Run plus the life that they lose from their fish kills them.
Yes.
So maybe we should cast Nightmare.
Let's cast Nightmare.
Oh, I guess we could go Nightmare Talent plus Kaido, and that threatens to like just kill them. And then they have to act. I think I like that.
Okay. Let's say have it's a little not perfect into Ride's End.
Rides End, they go to 3.
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
Okay. Like it might be like sad to miss out on the card, but Horned Lockwhale.
That
This
says
cannot.
opponent.
Or okay.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that Nowhere to Run says opponent.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to cast the Fear of Isolation? I kind of want to cast the Fear of Isolation.
Um. Yeah, I like
Like
casting Fear. Uh,
even if they have Wrath, like
yeah, if they have Wrath, they like still die to the Kaido.
yeah. I guess we could have considered picking up Lab in this spot, but
I don't like it. That's a good sign for us, probably.
we could like split up plus get lost, I guess.
Yeah.
But if they had milled themselves twice, then they would have drawn 3. Nice.
Would you say that Kaido looked better than stock up there.
I agree. I'm not sure optimistic scavenger looks better than Osaka, but
I
look,
think it
it's
did.
certainly complicated. Okay, so
Okay, so the Lorans are here to kill lockdowns.
well, commonly they might play the card Overlord of the
This does
Mistmore.
not look like an Overlord list, but maybe I'm wrong.
This is true.
Um,
I mean, I I guess Strings of Steel and Oil is probably good because they'll probably have some Whitley fleeces.
uh-huh.
Is Preacher better than Defiled Crypt? Probably. Preacher
Defiled
seems
Crypt
pretty
seems
good on its
pretty
own.
mediocre to me.
I think I would keep Overlord, but not Defiled Crypt.
I
Um,
agree. I think Momentum Breaker's good, or like good enough. I don't know about Go for the Throat.
these are mostly hedges against Overlord,
I would
I would
maybe
say.
cut the Go for the Throat for another Preacher.
Okay. And then if they show us Overlord, then we can reevaluate.
Yep. Do you think they bring in Lockdown?
Um, I have seen people who do, certainly.
My guess is that Lockdown is bad to bring in. Ooh, we get to evaluate at some point. Anyways, we keep this.
I agree. How has stock up been? I'm not sure.
Uh,
Okay, so
I think I
let's
would like
cast
to
this
play
off.
Nightmare now, right?
Yeah.
To dodge No More Lies.
If they put in a 4/4 into play, then we will be sad, but it's fine.
Well, we have a Destroy Evil. We won't be like that sad.
Okay, so the best sequencing into counterspell is Fear Isolation. The
Yeah,
best sequencing in general is to play Pixie.
I think I want to Fear,
Okay.
but
Hmm.
maybe that's fake. Maybe that's fake.
I think it's a little fake. Unfortunately, we could not like.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
maybe.
Never mind. I think it was. I think we should have played Fear, and this is not because we got punished, but because like I didn't parse that we had to play the land first to
Yeah.
do that.
Okay.
Okay.
It's fine.
Well, yeah. Take our action.
Okay, now they could put a 4/4 into play again, but it's fine.
To be fair, like
Okay.
it's not clear that we have actually been punished factually,
Yeah.
because like I guess we could have gotten like okay, that's an interesting card for them to put into play. Um,
I assume we should do this,
yeah,
but we could choose instead to cast it.
that seems
But
worse to me.
I agree.
Wow, the Kaido entered play tapped. Did you know that?
All right. Those seem good,
Put the Pixie on
kind of.
top, I think.
Are we gonna cast Pixie this turn? We could cast
Well,
Pixie this turn.
mostly
I guess
this
that
is
makes
like,
sense.
well, okay. First of all, okay, so I guess we could put talent on top and cast talent. Mostly, I'm thinking that if they like Jace mill us, like which one do we
Oh,
like more?
okay.
And I think I like Pixie more. But maybe
Yeah,
the
okay.
like maybe the talent like ability is more important, but I kind of doubt it.
Yeah, we don't have the town yet, so
Yeah. Thank you so much for the Prime subscription, Suprem.
dissection tools. I see.
Okay.
I guess that card is kind of nice with Fountain Force.
I would describe it as kind of nice with 10 port.
I agree. Okay, I think I would like to like just minus and cast some spells and try to do something to them.
What if we destroy evil instead? Because it is better to destroy evil first and then minus rather than minus first then destroy evil, because if you minus first they get to like sack the
Okay,
thing.
that makes sense.
How do you feel
Okay,
about not doing how do you feel about like first going like Nightmares Surveil?
okay,
Also.
let's. Yeah, that seems probably better.
Elspeth's Smite.
Okay, let's keep our spell and
Yep.
spin the land,
Yep.
and then let's cast Destroy Evil.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, now we could choose not to cast our Stormchaser talent for Beza reasons,
Wait, why?
because then they'll get 2 tokens.
Oh, okay.
I think
Okay, wait. Okay, so if we cast our talent and they cast Beza, I guess it's annoying.
it's a little annoying.
Okay, we can not cast our talent.
Definitely a little weird, but
Nice.
wow, it's a
Rewarded.
Beza.
You're so smart.
Okay, so now would you like to minus?
Yeah. Um,
Um, I guess it's just attack first and see if they have red send.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And then we get their last card.
Mhm. Uh,
Doesn't really matter, but yeah.
okay.
Let's play the second here, I think.
I think so.
And then next
And then
turn, theoretically, we can. Ooh, would you call this a? Okay.
I would say it's about to be a Restless Reach of W. I guess not.
No,
We
it
have a.
really isn't.
Yeah, I guess not. It's close though.
I would say that, like, structurally, this game wise, I would rather this reef had been in Anchorage.
Sure.
Just like looking at their dissection tools, you know?
I guess so.
I'm glad that the audio issue is not on our end, because I would have no idea how to fix that. The white Kevin, as opposed to the blue Kevin. Okay, I mean, I think we keep this.
I agree.
Interesting.
Okay, so I believe I want to lead on Scavenger. I understand that it's not perfect.
Wait, why isn't it perfect?
Well, we can instead like talent and then town engine too, but I think that's worse.
I think that is worse, yes. I would say that I would say that this line is not perfect. In that I think it is perfect. I don't know.
Well, it wastes a mana on turn 2, which I don't love. But
Oh sure. Okay, that's fair.
We could choose not to waste a mana on turn 2, but I think that's not good.
Well,
Oh,
the
okay.
thing is, like,
They,
there's some worlds where this dies, so like,
okay.
how do you feel about breaking them?
Hmm. Maybe?
I feel like this is gonna be the best chance to break them.
I guess so. Sure. And then we have a pretty good turn 3 with Lab, Scab, Talent.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I guess that means their hand is probably not that good. Maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Would you like to Lab, Scab, Talent?
Yeah. We could also think about like not playing one of them in order to be able to town Breaker next turn specifically. I think I don't care, but I could be wrong.
I think I agree. I don't care. So
Okay, I think I don't
it's kind
care.
of nice. Yeah,
Okay, I have a plan. I would like to trade Scav for Goblin.
I agree. I don't want them to have max speed because it's how squad heavy. Kind of.
That wait, does that card like matter max speed wise? Like, are they? I don't know
Maybe
what their
not.
deck is exactly. Like, is it? Do they use the big mana that much?
I guess maybe not.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you say that we have been punished, or no?
Kind of.
Only kind of.
Okay, let's like town lab, and it's not clear which one is better.
I think I okay. How do you feel about Town the Talent and then replay Talent and the next turn we go like Fear Breaker?
Okay, I guess it's probably better. I guess like yeah. There's no win. There's no window to actually replay this scavenger.
Yeah.
If they play a 1-drop, it's a little scary.
Yeah.
Like if they go land, I guess it's pretty specific.
Yeah. It has to be like land one drop Krenko.
Yeah.
Land. Oh, they have a haste land. Uh,
Hmm.
okay, well, we could go Kaido tap down Krenko.
I played Stall Fierce at the PT. I very strongly dislike Stall Fierce in this deck. Um, I wrote some stuff about it that I don't actually remember off the top of my head right now. I don't know how to. I think this is the right line, but basically, like,
Are we gonna double block if
what?
they attack? I guess so.
I think so.
So I guess no attacks.
Um, so one problem with Spell Pierce is that, like, in order, your deck is like really bad at spending 1 mana at instant speed and really good at spending 1 mana at sorcery speed. So like, often like in order to hold a Spell Pierce, it often involves like not using 1 mana that your opponent knows you can use because you've just bounced your 1-drop. And then like it's also like pretty easy in this format to respect Spell Pierce when that happens because like like the decks that you might want to pierce are like Oculus and like Domain, and then like they just have a bunch of creatures that like put men into play later. Like, but like it's hard to pierce test control. It's hard to pierce. I assume we're gonna
Yeah.
hear in momentum. It's hard to pierce test control. It's hard to pierce helping hand. It's like Yeah. It's not. I wouldn't say like it's bad for obvious reasons, but after I play with it, I really dislike it.
That makes a lot of sense to me.
Okay,
Are we
well,
stocking up? I feel like we're stocking up.
I
I
agree.
guess we could also just level up talent, get back town. Oh,
That seems
then not
not
okay.
advisable.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe not.
Okay, I think this is probably fine to be kind of this way.
Yep, I agree.
Okay,
How do you feel about? mm, How do
I
you
kind
feel
of want
about
to just
Fear
pick back
Town?
to best friend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then just like play Fear pickup. I want to pick up Breaker
I agree.
against their Soul Cauldron.
The nice part about stock up in this deck is that like the best cards to draw in the later game are like so much better than the other cards.
Mhm. I guess their scariest draw is Haste Goblin.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you feel
Okay,
about Scav, Breaker, make them discard?
that makes sense to me.
Or then like put the counter on something TM? I will say the the raceway with Krenko is like slightly cute.
It's kind of nice.
It does cost 5 mana, so I don't think it's like that good.
Okay.
This doesn't have haste, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
I guess they can like put another counter on it.
Okay. Do we have lethal?
Uh, one, two. Uh, do you want the funny answer?
Restless Reef L or something?
Uh, oh, I guess it's not quite a Restless Reef Owl. Oh, is it even a
Wait,
Restless Reef
we
W?
we wait, we just trivially have lethal. We just bounce a investment on
Okay,
and
yeah,
attack
yeah,
with it.
yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, it might actually be a Restless Reef W. Um,
Hmm.
much to
Okay.
consider. I assume we want dreams.
Probably.
Like they're literally a Soul Cauldron deck. They probably have the exhaust return from graveyard thing. I think we want
Mhm.
Ghost Vacuum.
Oh,
Like
I
I
guess
assume,
they. Yeah.
I
Okay.
assume there are Cauldron deck and a Afterburner deck.
Okay.
I think we want Bobble.
I
I don't know how many, but like
agree. We don't want Loren, right? Even though they
no.
have this card.
I think it's just Cauldron that it kills.
Yeah. Do we want Preacher? Preacher might be nice.
Okay, I think I most don't want Crypt and Breaker. I wasn't actually
Okay.
sold on not wanting Kaido for the record.
Oh. I guess there might.
Like
Uh,
Kaido is very good against Krenko, right?
hmm. Because like it kills it without putting it in the graveyard.
Yeah, or just like, it's like a proper FTK against like their best card or whatever. Presumably their best card. Presumably their scariest card, at least. I don't know.
Okay, I want the preacher. I think in general, like you should have a card like preacher in order to like fix your deck when you don't have Kaito, because
Yeah,
you want
okay.
some cards that like.
I understand, but I'm proposing that Kaido might be better than
Hmm.
Preacher.
Okay, we can try two Kaito, I guess. I'm also not sure cutting Scavenger makes that much sense, but like
I'm not sure either.
or something.
I'm also not sure we want these stock ups
Yeah,
over
I don't
like more
know.
baubles. Like specifically on the draw also.
Yeah. Okay, this seems like a mulligan.
I agree.
This seems like a.
I would keep this on
I guess we
6.
can keep. We can keep this.
Like I would definitely mulligan this on 7.
Um.
I want to keep bottom like stock up. Yeah.
Hmm. Could be dreams.
Well, okay,
I guess.
my reasoning is that like we do have talent tape. I don't know if we need the stock up.
I guess so. Okay.
And like certainly if we draw a black man, I'd much rather have this dreams in our hand.
I'm not sure this is a keep,
Me
but
neither.
okay, that's not nothing. Let's cast two spells, I assume.
I guess do you want to attack? Like talent attack, cast Pixie? I don't think
Shows
the
them a.
others are that good at blocking, mostly.
Guess so. Let's do this other way to not show them a card. I assume that's
Wait,
better.
what? No, you cast talent first because you want to attack for 2, right?
Yeah, we're gonna. I'm gonna cast both myself.
Oh, okay, sure. I guess they're never blocking.
Yeah. And the other way shows them a talent in our hand.
Yeah.
Obviously, like both are extremely marginal. Are we double blocking if they attack?
Uh,
Hmm.
let's go with. How do you feel about the answer no?
Okay, we can try no. I feel like we are losing.
I agree. I feel like okay, so I feel like to win this game we want to draw a black man off the top, right? Clearly.
Okay.
And in that case, like if we drew black man, do you want to block?
Probably not.
Yeah,
Okay, that
okay.
makes sense. Update. I think we should have ours involved.
I agree. How do
Um,
you feel about pass and try to like trick them?
I'm worried it's not.
I
We
don't
don't
see a
have
better
that many
option.
good decks. I agree. I don't see a better option. I don't think our blocks are going to be very good, even if we do any amount of tricking them.
Okay, well, I guess we can like let's like double block with 2 otters on one of them or something.
Okay.
Like double block with 2 otters, bounce one of the horde masters. Does that make sense?
Okay. I don't really see what it accomplishes, but I don't. I also don't see a better option. So.
Well, it, like forces them to like either trade for 1 otter or like spend 3 mana, kind of.
Mhm.
right?
Hmm. Is this Goblin deck nice, by the way?
No,
Are you
that's
sure?
yes,
How sure are you?
fairly.
Well, like, doesn't this card seem kind of nice against our deck?
uh, if it doesn't like die to like anything,
Well,
I
like,
I
even
will.
if it dies, it's like not. It's not that bad if it dies.
Okay, we'll want to play talent and then like trick them again.
Or something.
I will note that like with black mana, I think we like if we draw black mana one turn sooner, I think we might like win this pretty easily. But I don't know.
I don't know if I agree with that one. Okay, what are we doing?
Uh, how do you feel about nowhere to run the Horde Master to start?
To start? Is there a reason to start with that?
Well, like it exiles a card off the top of their deck so that we have more information about how to block.
Hmm.
I don't know.
What kind of info? I don't know what kind of information we're trying to get here, but
I don't know either. Wow, another one.
hmm.
Okay, let's double block the Grease Trench again. Do we want to block that?
I
Maybe we
think choose
do.
not to block that.
I don't know.
Is it getting better? I feel like our life is not getting better.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh, their deck looks kind of nice
Oh,
in
they
some
can still
ways.
play them next turn. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's much better for them.
Okay.
I would like to
Let's go
concede.
next. Okay.
Okay, let's bring in our Grim Baubles.
Do you want test control?
I don't think
Probably not.
so.
Okay. I want my features.
Sure, we can like not play these Kaidos in stockups or whatever.
Okay. I guess Sav is probably good. I don't believe in this. I
Okay,
don't think the deck is
great.
actually like about
Great.
that.
Let's. I to be clear, I wasn't aware of like what their deck looked like. I like assumed some things about what their deck looked like, and it did not involve the two cards that like most of the cards that they played that game, I guess. Um,
Mm-hmm. I'm worried that you should never cut stock up, but we can cut stock up because I don't see a different cut. It could be like third dreams or something.
yeah, I would cut stock up or a
Okay.
scav.
Hmm. Isn't Scav like really good?
Yeah, scav might be really good.
Okay, I want to cut dreams. I think
Okay, we can cut dreams.
maybe a third bubble. Maybe third bubble is bad because like the higher end stuff does not die to bubble, but
Feel like it's gonna be hard for Bobble to do nothing. Okay, let's think about this hand.
it's not perfect. I think we should still keep.
I'm worried that like it doesn't do that much against their draws, but we can keep. I assume we're
Hmm.
nightmaring on turn one. Maybe we're anchoraging on turn one, actually. Yeah, I guess we're anchoraging on turn one.
Well, so Does that make sense?
Well,
I guess
the reason
it's
to
really it's
anchorage on
really
turn
good
one
if
is if you draw a talent specifically,
yeah,
right?
but we have more untapped blue lands than we have talent,
That's
right?
fair. Okay, so I guess we should nightmare turn one.
You could plausibly mulligan.
Nightmare turn one, and then like fear nightmare turn three, and then like stock up or something if we don't draw anything. I think this is fine.
Okay.
This is a hand that I like might mulligan if I like knew that they had like Velos in their sideboard or something.
Hmm.
I don't know. I guess they have literally they might literally have the Afterburner Expert card,
Yeah.
which is also a good discard.
Okay. Let's play Anchorage. I
Yeah.
think.
I guess I have a new plan for
I
turn three.
I agree.
Okay.
Okay. Let's play this.
I think so. We don't have more black spells in our hand, so yeah. And our untapped land is black.
Mhm.
Okay, well.
Hmm. Okay. Well,
I feel like I just want to fear Nightmare them again.
I think so.
Ooh, we could also have gone fear pickup. Oh, I think the line maybe was fear pickup. Uh, no, land drops are good. Okay. But we could have gone fear, pick up a land, play another fear. But I think the second blocker is like good enough.
We could attack.
I would. hmm,
I think I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Uh, oh, if we wanted, we could have attacked and then played our nightmare because I assumed the 1/1 would be better. But
Yeah.
anyway, I think we are in trouble, especially considering they might have torch here.
There's many things that they might have here. Well, that triggers off of non-tokens. Today I learned.
This card is very, very good. You might call it the reason to play this deck.
Uh-huh.
Okay, it does seem like they have the thing.
What is the thing?
The thing that returns from the
Oh yeah,
graveyard.
yeah,
I
yeah.
was thinking they might not have that, but it does seem like they have that. Okay, well,
Well, let's stock up.
what mana would you like to hold up? I guess probably just play this and then hold up these two.
We could hold up
Because
black under the assumption that the way we get out of this is by finding bobble.
hmm, it's really bad at humans, and it's very unlikely to hit. I guess it's not that bad at humans, right? Because you probably need to find at least one removal spell.
Yeah. Okay, actually, okay, yeah. That is my
Eh,
proposal.
okay, we could like choose to take 1 damage. Is that bad? Okay, I don't believe in this. If we find two vowels, then I will be sad. It's so unlikely.
Let's take talent.
Let's kill something. I don't know what thing.
Uh, how do you feel about killing heavy?
Okay, let's kill heavy. There's probably no reason to do this now, but it's fine.
No, there is. We don't want to give them mana.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Right.
the point of killing heavy is to like hope that they like don't have much in hand or something, or like they like yeah.
Okay. I guess we probably need to block a 2/2.
I agree. We need to block a 2/2. I think like Bobble still like brings us back into this game, assuming they don't have much. Okay, that might be much.
I assume this deck is really bad against Gruul. However, against the other decks, it might be nice.
Okay, well we can fear Nightmare them and play a talent.
Yeah.
It's
Are
possible
we
that
dead on
okay.
board?
Okay. I think we should have mulliganed because our hand did not contain removal.
This is plausible.
I don't know if we are particularly stoners to answer Ambassador Tony in chat.
I also don't know if I am a good Magic player.
You are a good Magic player. Holy shit. Okay, well we can kill that. That's the good news.
Hmm.
I might have some bad news though.
Okay, what are our options?
I believe our best
Also,
option is eat the two goblins and then chump a 4/3.
probably. Okay, well,
I believe
so if
we
we
have
give,
died.
I agree. Hmm. So I guess temporary lockdown would be pretty good in this matchup.
Yes. Temporary lockdown would be extremely good in this matchup.
We could have brought in pest control, but I don't think it's that good.
Yeah, I would not say that pest control would have solved our problems. I think this might be a matchup where you need to mulligan to like Grim Bobble.
Hmm.
Or like if you have wraths. But we don't have
Hmm.
wraths, so you know. I don't know. I feel like the opponent's deck is like extremely soft to any deck with wraths in it, basically.
Maybe. Okay. What would you
Keep
like to bottom?
bottom. Well, I would bottom Fear in the Blind, I guess. Like I assume there's some matchups where I would bottom Kaido.
Um. I feel like Fear is going to be better by like when Kaido is. Eh, one could argue when Kaido is worse, it's a lot worse, and when Fear is worse, it's not that much worse.
You could also argue the same way, but in the better direction. Like when Kaido is good, is really good. You know,
Yeah. Okay.
that is at least the metric under which I would argue for bottoming Fear over Kaido.
Mhm. I see. So Nightmare goes back. Yeah, okay, they did not. It would have been an interesting decision though.
Yeah.
Okay, let's. So what you should know about casting Pixie versus Fear on turn 2 is that you should always cast Pixie except when you're scared of the card Pest Control.
Uh-huh.
It is better sequencing in like literally every other situation.
Okay, I haven't thought enough to like understand that it actually is every single other situation, but I believe you. You know? Like I could see there's some like top land arguments or something, maybe. Ooh, we've been punished? Maybe? Maybe. Let's go with maybe.
Maybe. I see. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, well, I feel like we don't have that many options.
Yeah, I I mean we could just decide to kill the Overlord. Wait, what if that's better? Oh, I guess like
What does that like do?
well, it doesn't get our Kaido killed mostly.
I'm worried this Kaido is never going to be better than Cantreving.
That's fair. Okay, yeah, we can do that.
It's even better than Cantreving because it draws a card.
True.
Like this is kind of like casting stock up a little bit.
Yeah, also they're like pressured to like do we want caves? I think we want to top.
Do we want nowhere to run?
I
I guess so.
think so. Yeah, we want to like protect our second Kaido.
I feel like our second Kaido will not work,
That's fair enough.
but hmm. Okay. Well, what are we doing? It's kind of complicated.
Um, I kind of want to like kill their Overlord.
Like proactively?
Uh, maybe not proactively. I don't know.
I don't. Hmm. I feel like I want to cast nowhere to run on this turn cycle. Probably.
hmm
One thing we could do is cast nowhere to run and then pick it up.
That's true. I. What if we just like don't commit our fear because they have a face up nowhere to run? I don't know. This is too hard for me.
I'm worried that like that this frees our mana up for other things, but we could just pass. We can have pass. We should have nowhere on our turn because of
Because of town. Yeah.
yeah. So we might kill an otter anyway. Or they might Kaido us back. Oh, if they Kaido us back, it's fine. because then we can nowhere and destroy evil. Okay, I think I want to cast a spell. Surely. It seems a lot better than not casting no
Yeah,
spells.
I agree. It's not perfect. Which one do you want to kill?
I kind of want to kill an otter.
Yeah, let's kill an otter. And we can even kill a Kaido if they Kaido us.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
It kind of seems like they don't have a Kaido.
I would tend to agree with this.
Okay, do you think we should use our mana? No, I think they have 10. It's hard for them to have anything else.
Wait, they literally have a nowhere in hand.
Oh.
I think we should use our mana.
Okay, let's use our mana. Hmm.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Do you think we have lost this game?
I agree. Uh, if they don't have another plan, okay, I guess I can like just like get a Kaido. Also, they just have another creature. Hmm. Okay, well, if they don't, hmm. Okay, well, we have some play. So what we're gonna do is next turn is Kaido and minus,
Uh-huh.
and then
So we want to kill their Pixie?
it's complicated.
I
I
think
think it's
Overlord
tricky.
generally if that were Lab, it would be more complicated, I think.
I guess so. Okay, well, I guess now that the Pixie is dead, we have some other options, such as plus.
Hmm. Uh
Or even Surveil.
I don't like Surveil.
Okay.
I think we need to minus because otherwise they just get to get in with their Kaido, and I feel like that's bad for us. I feel like I'm not confident this that our Kaido will last long enough for the plus to be good, I guess. Is one thing.
Hmm.
Like I
I'm
think
just not sure this like accomplishes anything. Like, aren't they just gonna cast this Kaido anyway? I guess this probably implies they have something,
I agree
which
that
is
they
not
have
good for us.
something. Yeah, and I agree
Okay,
that is not good for us.
okay. Let's start with Fear. I'm not sure which one we should pick up because the Nightmare allows us to surveil before attacking, which might help. However, if we pick up Nowhere, then we can attack safely, probably.
Mm, what do you think they have? Do you think they have like town? I think they might have like
No, I think
town.
they're pretty live to have Town.
Okay. Um, I feel like I want to pick up Nightmare. I like that it also
Okay,
like discards a card from them. Like I think their cards are better than their otters, maybe.
plausible. I didn't think that hard about how to tap. Maybe we should have tapped the other way. I'm not sure.
Mhm.
Okay, let's zero, I think. Okay. What does that mean? What should we do?
Oh, I like that the talent gives us ways to spend mana. I don't know how to think about this Kaido. Um,
Okay, I didn't have enough time to actually do anything,
that's
so
fair enough.
I'm gonna not attack. I think
Uh, why? Oh, because
because
of
I just
nowhere?
yeah I just think that's what they have.
Wait, what if we should attack? So,
Oh,
because like, isn't it
okay.
like we have a Kaido coming up? Isn't it like
Yeah,
nice if they nowhere that and nowhere this instead of like nowhereing our fear?
I guess so. Okay,
Wow,
it
are we
seems
gonna
like
win
they
this game?
had they have. We could win this game. We're not. I guess I kill our Kaido now.
Yeah, I mean like tough, I guess. I don't know.
Hmm. And where we messed up somewhere.
I agree this could be a worry. I don't know where is some of the
I
problem.
agree. I agree. I also don't know where. Okay, I have a plan.
What's your
My plan
plan?
is attack them to one, and then try to draw a bounce ball off the top.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
Who do you think we should mill?
Ourselves? Clearly?
I guess so.
Like, I don't think we're milling anyone out, I guess.
Hmm. I guess I do have to like kind of respect our attack. Oh, if we had hit a town offered, okay. Are we dead if we?
Uh, they get back town. They have 4 mana after they get back town. We're very dead, I think, right? Wait, because they cast 3 spells. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. No, wait, no, we're barely not dead.
Okay, should we Kaido in minus or should we Kaido in surveil?
Wait, do we have a town in our graveyard?
No.
Unlucky. Uh, how do you feel about Kaido Surveil?
Okay, so
I think we're not dead. I think they can only deal us 12 exactly.
I agree. If they draw one mana spell, we die.
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean that would
well,
be tough.
I guess so. I guess we keep that,
The
right?
yeah, yeah.
Oh wait, I see a problem with this plan. They have a restless reef.
Oh, I'm surprised they didn't go for the third the Kaido.
I agree. It seems like our opponent has found the flaw in our plan.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fine.
I guess we should have been the stock up because it could have been town. And then like
That's a good
the
point.
yeah.
If we had remembered this flaw in our plan, we could have done that.
Okay. Now I believe we have. Well, we're not dead, right? Or
We might
okay, so
not be
they
dead.
bypass.
Wait, can't. Oh, I think we might not be dead. Let's just pass. Let's just pass the turn and see.
Yeah. Okay, let's wait. I should just let them attack. Probably, right? Because it
Yeah,
denies them the opportunity to
I agree.
restless reef, and this trigger does not matter.
I
Oh, I
agree.
guess it. Oh, it might matter.
Oh, because of Kaido?
Yeah.
I guess we kill this now.
Well,
Wait, we should surely kill this now before they can. Oh, right. They can't Kaido.
yeah.
That's fine.
Maybe I messed this up. Okay, so now the question is, should we activate our restless reef?
Um, what if we just like? Hmm. I think the answer is no.
Yeah, because this doesn't have a. Oh, I guess I can go for this route and then in response ninjutsu.
Yeah, they could do that, I guess.
Weird game. Maybe we should
Indeed.
have blocked.
Well, they didn't do that.
I agree.
So I guess
It does seem like
we can't scry, which is unfortunate.
yeah. So it seems like we have another draw step.
Yeah, I love other draw steps.
Wow, it's town.
I like that we won this
Um,
game. I
well,
guess they could
we
still
might.
have Destroy Evil.
Yes. Does it matter? I don't think it matters. Nice.
Nice.
Would you say that's a restless reef W?
Uh, I guess. I guess we did attack with it once, and it dealt more damage.
Okay. I'm not sure you're allowed to have all three of these. But I think the first two are definitely good.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Is Loran good in this matchup? Did we end up there?
it's complicated. I would say the disenchants are complicated in the matchup.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Scavenger is a card you would like to have one or two of, I believe.
Uh-huh.
Though, like now that you have Preacher, maybe it's just not necessary.
And Preacher's good because it dodges the removal somewhat. Yeah, okay, this
Yeah.
this makes sense to me. I think I would like to cut a
Okay.
breaker, but
Yeah. We can cut the breakers because they're bad against talent.
what are we bringing in then? Like Destroy Evil
Um,
or Loran?
like Lauren is nice in some ways. It's worse now that we don't have like a ton of overlords and stuff. Okay, we can submit like this. I'm not sure which of these cards are the. Oh wait, no, this is obviously it. Hold on.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Um,
I forgot about that because I forget about like the fact that we're playing that because like I don't think of Pixie as that. Also, Nora, I'm aware of my background audio. I can like more diligently mute and unmute, I guess. But
um, Anyway, I don't really know what the exact best way to separate it is, but I think this is what I want to go with for now.
Sounds good to me. Yeah. I would not say that I am that much of a Pixie scientist. So,
I think fast control is pretty useful in the mirror. I would say, like sometimes, like when you draw it, you can like kind of play towards it, kind of in many instances. Sometimes it's not that good, but okay. This seems like a keep to me.
sounds good. Yeah, I agree. I feel like
Which
Anchorage is so good, but sometimes it has some awkwardnesses, you know?
yes. Okay, how would we like to play this game? Because it seems like we should decide now which thing we would like to pick up and put down repeatedly.
I would like to pick up and put down Nightmare repeatedly.
Okay, do you want to discard?
Can we discard, like, Nowhere to Run because of
Okay,
curve
we can.
considerations?
Yeah, I think that makes sense because Throne to the Talent is kind of like nowhere to run in the matchup, except it costs one. I guess we could have cast Nightmare on one, but I don't think that's good. Okay, now we have another decision.
Uh, is it greedy to say land is way too greedy, right?
I think land is too greedy.
How do you feel about talent?
So I was worried they were gonna like Pixie and then threaten Kaito, but it appears that that did not occur.
Mhm.
Oh, I guess I forgot that they were playing my version. So like maybe we should have had more destroy evils and like stuff
Mhm.
just for the preachers. Okay, now we should probably discard a land. I'm not sure which land.
I think I would like another blue because of Anchorage.
Okay.
That's my tiebreaker, at least.
Okay. I kind of want to go talent sphere just to like protect our life total.
Mhm.
So like preacher also like protects our life total as long as it doesn't die.
I think I like talent, fear better than creature. We could also choose
Okay.
to just like talent nightmare them. Isn't that like kind of better?
I guess I guess they only I guess they probably have to make a difficult decision now.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I like how difficult
Yeah.
their decision is.
Yeah. They're allowed to have Kaido. They're allowed to have. They just discarded nowhere to run, so they're allowed to have another removal spell. Wow, rewarded for not playing Preacher. Okay, I believe I would keep Preacher over Talon here. I think.
Yeah, that sounds correct.
Like, Preacher makes progress on this board.
Yep. And like we don't have enough lands to properly utilize talent fully.
Sokka.
That's good for them.
It's possible you should play more Sokka. There's definitely something on my mind. Um, so should we attack with the Anchorage or not?
Uh, we have a second one. I like attacking with the anchorage.
Okay.
Like I don't like our alternative is crack the nightmare. I don't love that.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to
We could also
Well,
like
like
try to block with it, but
yeah,
also don't love that.
that was more what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But really, this is a little bad to have Overlord, and they have just cast the stock up.
Mhm.
Okay, well, hmm. Okay, I have an update about the Overlord situation. I think I would like Overlords back in my 75 at least.
I mean I feel like I think I always have this had this opinion. I don't know. Overlord seems a bit fucked up in this matchup, certainly. That said, are we bouncing it? I guess maybe not. What was our plan?
Well, what is our plan?
One problem is I'm not sure I know what our plan is.
I agree. I don't think bouncing it accomplishes anything, mostly. But I also don't think letting them attack with it is very useful.
Uh-huh.
I think our plan is to like reduce their life total, probably.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know what
mean,
the best way
I
to
feel
do
like
that.
the best plan then is I guess like it doesn't okay. I guess we attack first, see what they do.
Yeah.
And then like my guess for what we're doing is we're bouncing Overlord and Nightmare and then playing Nightmare. But
Okay, I would like to attack them right here,
I
I believe.
agree.
Maybe we should have mapped pre-combat. I kind of forgot we could do that.
Oh yeah, that maybe was good. Oh, I guess we could have mapped onto a vampire and then maybe also attacked with that.
Oh yeah, that was probably a lot better. So one thing we could do is bounce Fear Nightmare.
I agree that's something we can do, but I don't think we're allowed to let them attack with Overlord. Like, I don't know. That seems like the most egregious thing to me.
What does it do?
Well, it hits us for
Oh,
five.
I guess it returns Nightmare. I guess that's not allowed. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Like mostly I'm concerned that it hits us for five, though. Honestly.
Okay, is this good?
Uh,
It seems like the answer is not really.
yeah. What I would like to say about Defiled Crypt is I'm not sure it's better than Overlord.
I agree. Like, there's some ways in which you could argue it plays better. It plays better with stock up, kind of. However, it might be just too much worse.
Mhm.
Okay, I see. One problem with casting it is that then we are dead on board unless we chump attack.
Um.
But I
hmm.
guess that's probably something we
I
would
think that
need to
we
do
should
anyway.
do that. Yeah.
Okay, so let's attack first.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess we're attacking with. Yeah. Okay.
Like just this and this.
I think so. We could try. I don't think we should chump attack twice. Is the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, now my roommate and friend are talking about joint exploration. I can hear them.
Okay, I guess they're scared of nowhere to run.
Yeah. Well, we got value. Nice. And I guess we just dreams them now, take their overlord, and hope that we can win that way. I like that we might be winning this game too.
Lights are a little bit awkward.
Yeah, I mean, something, I don't know.
Okay, they have made the choice to not make the mixed turtles awkward, so seems like they're not gonna
We're in
attack.
a pretty good shape now. I guess they can attack with this preacher. Okay, they're not going to.
Wow, that's a good draw.
Yeah.
Okay, so if
Wait,
we kill this creature and attack with everybody.
wait. Is it better to kill the preacher or the fear?
Oh, so if we kill this here and attack with everybody, then let's say they eat here and then they chunk here and they take 4.
And then we
Okay,
gain
that's
a bunch?
yeah.
Yeah, that seems good.
Okay, let's kill this here.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Well, they're at 1. I think we may have won this game somehow, some way.
I I agree. Well, they could like yeah. I don't really see what anything they can do about this.
I think to me one of the sus things that they did um is casting Overlord for full. Like obviously I'm not exactly sure what the entire contents of their hand were when they did that, but like overall like I think we won this game by the fact that we got that tempo swing
Yeah.
from bouncing Overlord is how I would put it. Like it is amusingly difficult to be happy casting Overlord for full, is how I describe it.
Okay. Do we want to change our list at all or not really?
I mean, we could add an Overlord, but
Eh.
I'm gonna go with like it might be too much effort.
Okay. I'm gonna at least replace this crit with an overlord and see if we like it better.
Okay,
I guess. My guess is that you want a second one in this sideboard, or it's possible you also want a third stock up in your sideboard, but it's fine. Okay, this seems like a keep.
yep, seems great. I love that there are some hands that just like are great in Pixie. Um, that said, we are
Hmm.
against blue-white convoke question mark
I agree.
for some
Or they
definition
could
of
be just
convoke.
normal. Or they could just be normal convoke.
Oh, right. I forgot that normal. Right, because some people still play three-color convoke, like Simon Nielsen.
Yeah.
Um,
My guess is that I would rather nightmare, but it's not obvious.
I think I would almost certainly rather Nightmare. Like against them, like I don't know if Otters are gonna like. make that big of a difference. I don't know.
I feel like it's complicated, but
Yeah, it's certainly complicated, but still.
hmm. This matchup might be bad, by the way.
Yeah, it might be.
Temporary Lockdown might be a good card against them.
Hmm.
Um, I think I want. I think I want the Pixie.
Instead of breaking their momentum. I kind of want to. Oh, I guess they have two cards. Yeah, okay, let's Pixie.
I see. Hmm. It seems like we are in trouble.
I mean, we're only a little bit in trouble, I feel like. Like, I won't disagree that we're in trouble, but I don't think we're, like, in huge trouble, I guess.
Okay, what should we do?
Um,
My guess is
well,
Hold Up Nowhere.
I kind of do like the vibes of play talent, hold up nowhere. I
What if we
guess,
should play Anchorage Hold Up Nowhere?
oh, yeah, that might be better.
Okay, let's
Wait, is it better to
play
hold up? No, wait, isn't it better to just like kill the bigger warden now?
Why?
Well, we're not going to nowhere and trade with the 5/4, right?
Oh, I guess so. Well, it does let them know that like.
Okay, okay. We can like, for example, like wait until they play something. But like certainly if they play something in response, we should know it, right?
Okay. Well, like
So that they can't
for
like tap
example,
three things.
they might activate this one instead of activating the other one. You know?
Oh sure. I guess like I guess they're gonna get the scry either way.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, we can wait.
We don't really have a good plan for this 5/4, but it's fine. Or something.
Hmm. Our plan is something something something. It'll be fine.
Okay, well, let's
I,
kill
I
Mockingbird.
guess I guess we kill the mockingbird. Yeah.
Um, I guess we take 5. We might be so that we can double block next turn, maybe?
Yeah.
It's not clear that. Hmm. Oh, now should we like Pixie Talent Nowhere?
That does put the most. I like that that puts the most like blocking power on the board. I think that's the plan. Yeah.
My plan might be to chump the Zoetic Glyph.
Yeah. That certainly might be part of the plan.
And this time, since they only have one word, and now we can Nowhere on our turn.
Yeah. Well, unless we want to like preserve the ability to block the 5/4,
Oh,
but no, I think it's better to nowhere on our turn.
okay.
Like at this point, I don't want to give them the scry. I guess.
I think they bottomed, but on the last scribe, but I don't. I'm not 100% on that.
Hmm.
Maybe you should play temporary lockdown for like random reasons. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's also good
Like
against Gruul, right? Like it's not that bad.
I think my guess is that Grim Bobble is better generally against rules. Okay. Do
I
you want to
I
trade?
agree that's my guess. Ooh. I guess I think we kind of have to is the problem.
Okay.
Like trade and hope that they like whiff-ish, you know?
Okay. I I don't want to trade because we can fear and nowhere and then we can threaten to eat.
Oh.
I think.
I guess that's somewhat compelling.
Oh, we could upkeep kill the warden to make a 2/2 blocker. That was strictly better, but I don't know if we were gonna use it.
Yeah, I agree that we don't seem to be using that fact.
Okay, that's a little bit annoying. Okay, let's go to our turn.
Yep.
Okay. Let's
Are we
cast.
just, yeah, killing their inspector?
Oh, I tapped wrong. It's fine.
Only very marginally. But yeah.
I agree only very marginally.
Do you want to attack? Yeah.
Oh,
I think it was good to attack. Like it literally builds speed.
yeah. It was good. It was probably good at that. Sorry. Leyland F.
Do you
That might
think?
beat us.
Yeah, that might beat us. It gives double strike and trample, right? Not just double strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Hmm.
that that one might be a bit problematic.
Okay, let's test the turn.
Are we allowed to attack?
Oh.
I think we might
Oh.
be.
Okay, so let's say they equip the Zoetic Glyph. It becomes a 6/5 double strike trample.
Uh-huh. And we know where to run it. Oh, I guess the problem with attacking is that if they call our bluff, we kind of can't.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, I guess that's fair enough.
What are.
I guess our hope is to like draw to Tabe,
Yeah.
basically.
Oh, I guess, yeah, that will work because we can like bounce and then discard it.
Yeah, that is the specific plan with the Tabe, yes.
Okay, let's. Okay, so are we trading with this fully, or are we like making some bizarre chump?
I think we are trading. I think we like maybe need to trade with it.
Okay, are we activating Restless Anchorage?
Wait, so if we shrink it down to a 3/2, and then we like double block with like two with like Pixie Fear or something. And then I guess yeah, I guess I would activate wait, yeah, I guess activate Anchorage. Um, yeah, activate Anchorage, double block the 6/5 with Anchorage and Fear, and then double block the 3/4 with two Pixies, and then we're like fine, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
wait, do you want to like do?
oh right, yeah. It's better to double
Well, it's
block.
not strictly better because you
Yeah.
take 1 damage, but
Yeah, I agree. Surely we should double block with 2 Pixies. Is that fair?
oh yes. I don't know if we're fine, but
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess let's say I hope we're fine, but we might not be.
hmm Okay. There are 2 stonks going up. There maybe should be a 3rd stonk going up in the sideboard. Okay. What are
Well, we don't have anything to get back
we
with
doing?
talent,
Are
right?
we dead?
Wait, are we dead?
I agree. Well, they
Well,
haven't.
remember that we have 2 more life than we look like we have. I don't think we're dead.
Oh, I guess 2 more lives. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's make a speed. Okay. Now are we dead? I guess still no. Okay. No. That one
We are
definitely
dead,
feels like
yes.
it.
Good
Okay.
talk.
Well, I guess the card Pest Control is good against them.
True.
What else is good against them?
Loran surely is good against them.
Well,
Like Leyline Axe, etc., for example.
okay. Is this card good against them? I assume this card is bad against them.
I assume so. Is Dreams good against them? I guess it doesn't take Zoetic Glyph. Also, it also doesn't take Leyline Axe, kind of.
I think Zodiac Glyph is not actually the card that matters. Like, I know it killed us this game,
Yeah,
but I feel like most of the games are not about that because it's
as long as we draw a town, it's fine.
yeah. I think Warden is kind of the scary. Okay, is this card good against them? Okay, this card is definitely bad against them.
Yes. Um, I think Scav is good against them. They don't have much
Yeah.
removal, right?
hmm I have a question. Are you allowed to take talent in this matchup?
Hmm.
No, I think not on the play. On the play, you probably have to like kill them with it.
Yeah, I'm a little bit suspect of that.
I want to cut Destroy Evil, kind of. But oh, I guess I have this card. I didn't realize they played this card. Maybe Destroy Evil is very good. Maybe Future is also good. It's complicated. Okay, I'm not gonna Warden Dreams. I think. I feel like the matchup might be about tempo.
Hmm.
You can have 1 Dreams or something. I don't know what I'm doing. It's also a little incoherent to have 3 optimistic scavengers and also your pest controls, but it's fine. Can you take out Go for the Throw? I'm worried about the card Warden of the Inner Sky.
Yeah, I don't think you can take out Go for the Throat, unfortunately. Like, I think it just has enough targets. Mostly
Okay,
Warden.
I would like to keep. I would like to bottom
Keep bottom.
land.
Yeah, I like bottom land. We're on the play. Yeah, it'll be fine.
I don't know if it will be fine, but
Uh-huh. I
I
believe.
think it's better than I think it's better than the other options. Okay, let's cast Nightmare, I assume.
Yep. We could go for the, sorry, not go for the throat. Nowhere to run just because it's efficient, but
I agree that's an option.
what if we know where to run because it's efficient?
Hmm. Maybe. Okay.
And then like we can nightmare hold up town.
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of nice.
Hmm. Would you say we have been punished?
I would say that we've been punished, yes. But mostly like, hmm.
Do you think we should bounce a clue so that we don't get so this doesn't turn on, or not really?
I think I think that I want if we wanted to do that, we should have done it in response to the case, certainly.
Yeah.
But the answer might still be yes, is the thing.
Okay, let's let them attack. If unsolved, this is not an intervening if, right, or anything.
Uh,
Like we cannot bounce this in response to this being solved, becoming solved.
I don't know. Can you hover over it again? Uh,
Okay,
I
I have determined I don't care if
okay.
they do
I
this.
don't know.
I
I need to look up the Oracle text. Anyone in chat know? It is intervening if says nor. Okay.
oh,
Uh,
interesting.
Sophia says it is not, but but then also Sophia says I would trust nor. So who knows?
Uh, what are we doing? Okay, I think I'm fine to take the even if we're gonna bounce the warden.
Mhm.
Okay, so what are we doing?
Uh, I would like to. I feel like we maybe need to bounce this warden is the issue.
Okay, do you want to just go to the end step in the mouse order? Oh, I guess that's just better. No.
Actually, maybe we need to bounce a clue because maybe we can't.
I think we can beat a 4-4. Like, if we draw
Okay,
any enchantment, then our thing is better than a
that's
4-4.
fair.
Uh, okay, do you want to pass Noah to run?
Yes, that's my plan. Like basically the thought is that I think we might need to bounce the warden in order to like be able to kill it.
I suspect they're going to normalize this, but it's
Okay,
fine.
that's fair enough. Turns out none of our decisions mattered, or something.
Or something. Hmm. This is at instant speed. Yes. Interesting.
Yes, yes, it is.
Hmm. I see. Well,
I guess we play our card and attack with our scavenger
it
as a
doesn't really do
5/5.
anything. Even if they take the damage, it doesn't really accomplish much. But
Well, okay. I mean, I would like to ask what you would like to do instead, but
yeah, that is sort of the issue here. I think we're gonna scry and try to hit like something.
Yeah. I mean, like it. Yeah, we might just be dead though.
Yeah. Oh, I
I
guess.
guess
I guess.
pest.
I guess
Wait,
we.
did we
Oh,
bring in pest?
yeah.
Okay. I guess like pest could do something.
It has some problems, but
Certainly.
it, maybe we should have boarded out Scavenger because our plan. We probably need to draw Pest Control to win this matchup, kind of.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know enough about this matchup to know if like that exact statement is true, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Well, drawing Pest Control doesn't help, but neither does drawing any other cards. So you know. Okay. Well. I don't love that we keep losing to decks containing many one drops.
Maybe we should board in more pest controls.
Certainly, like Pixie is traditionally like weakest against decks that like go wide.
Mhm.
Like Convoke is a very bad matchup. Probably like the worst. Like
Is
the
Convoke
worst
your worst
matchup for
matchup?
Pixie. Well, like if you draw Pest Control for his word, you can win. It's very hard to win if you do not do that.
Mhm.
Is how I describe the situation. Let's
Oh,
log in.
my
I think.
computer's dying. I need to plug it in before the stream goes down because of it. It's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Great. It was fine. Yeah, Mulligan Diamond Blind. I guess we keep
Um,
this. It's not amazing, but I think it's better than 5.
I I agree. It's not amazing and better than 5. Let's bottom this land.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
It could be like.
No, surely not.
Okay. I heard there was an arena qualifier that was standard soon.
Interesting.
Is this true?
I
I'm not sure if it's true.
I'm not someone who would know that. I don't keep up with anything like that, certainly. Um,
Hmm. That is an interesting set of things for our opponent to have.
mhm.
Do you want to play Scavenger or do you want to play 69er? So
I
it
feel
is.
like we maybe
So
need
this
to play.
month.
I would play Scav. I don't get the vibes that they can like, deal with our stuff.
Mhm. Okay, nice. This month is standard. That's pretty cool. I would say Scavenger is a lot worse than Preacher or Stock Up in this situation. Wow, maximum punished. Incredible. Well done.
Well, I guess we
Um,
attack and play a 2/2 Pixie. I think. I think.
and then we take 1 damage probably.
Yeah. Like that. Like I would like to have a 2/2 and a 1/1 in play, I guess.
Like one thing you could argue is that like Scavenger is not a card that works very well in mulligans. And this deck mulligans a lot. So maybe you should play like cards that work better in mulligans, such as Preacher or Stock Up. You know?
Yeah.
Probably sell me I don't know. I feel like a lot of the times when I drew Preacher or Stock Up, I kind of wished it was Scavenger. Okay, let's pick up our stuff.
Yep. I mean, it's interesting because like uh, on one hand I like somewhat agree with your theory. On the other hand, like I don't know. I I feel like some of the power of Pixie is in like is in like being aggressive sometimes, right?
I would okay. I don't want to cut the 2-2.
Yeah, I would not cast a 2/2.
So like the thing about Pixie is that like when your deck is about, I see. The deck is about having free 2-2s and 2-3s for to like, and when your deck is about this, you need to end the game before like
Also nice at opponent's deck.
okay,
How
what
do
are
you
we
feel
doing?
about talent pickup, like destroy evil and then pick up talent?
Would we rather have Destroy Evil or Talent?
I
Or
assume
Talent.
destroy evil because our talent's gonna be reset already. I guess they can eat
Well,
something. I still
yeah.
feel like we kind of need to take destroy evil, but I don't know. I feel like talent's too slow or something.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so like when your deck is about this, you need to make sure that your 2-2s and 2-3s can end the game before your opponent like draws out of before you run out of stuff and your opponent like draws out of the like out of their situation. And in order to do that, like you need to reduce the life total. Otherwise, your deck is like you're not maximizing the power of
Yes.
your deck.
The other way you can maximize the power of the card Pixie is to like chump within the bunch. Uh, this is the Saragon strategy.
I tapped wrong, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. I think we probably. Okay, should we cast all ourselves?
Uh, I feel like I want to destroy evil to Overlord, and I mean, I guess we could cast all our spells. Like, are we bouncing Obi-Wan, I guess?
Yeah.
It feels like a little bit inefficient.
Yeah, it's a little bit inefficient.
We could choose to like, I guess it's like literally more damage. But like we could choose to post combat like pick up Pixie and Talent. But that might be too bad. I think that's probably too bad. Okay. Good talk.
Well, not obvious.
I think I would just cast spells pre-combat and bounce all Obi-Wan. But
Well, we could also like maybe it makes sense to instead of bouncing all Obi-Wan now, bounce all Obi-Wan at some point, so that when they put a spell that makes counters on the stack, so that you kind of get card advantage that way.
okay, that's fair. It's two less
But
damage now.
yeah,
Okay, I feel like our
I
hope
think
is that they don't draw anything.
yeah.
But I don't know. Also, I will note Fire Shoes commented March 22 to 23 in the chat, which I assume is the date of the arena qualifier weekend. But you were talking about two twos and two threes, and I looked down, and there was a there was the text 2-2 to 2-3 in the chat, which was very nice. Okay.
Wow, they probably could have killed us with the Swiss Lightning if they had saved it, but I guess they might not have. They would probably need to draw a land for it to actually do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we can certainly like get back Destroy Evil and like hold it up or something. Oh, that one's tough.
Oh, I see. I guess they might activate it instead of.
Yeah, I was saying it was tough because they're gonna activate it.
Wow, stock up.
Nice.
Um,
Let's keep open more black mana.
yeah.
Notably, we only need any spell to kill them. Wow,
Oh,
it's
is that
any
true?
spell.
Nice. Nice.
How do you feel about the claim that casting it's better to cast the talent because they know we have talents and they don't know we have breakers? And like we
Fair
might be
enough.
reminding them about breaker. Okay, I assume I assume Dreams is one of our best cards.
I don't know if it's one of our best cards, but it's probably coming in.
Does nowhere is Obnix a 4-3 or a 4-4 or something else?
Oh, that's a 4/3, but I kind of assume they might board that stuff out.
That's fair. Do we want Preacher? It like kind of survives the removal suite. I guess it doesn't survive the Overlord.
Yeah.
I was thinking Bend. Um,
Sounds complicated.
mm, yeah. It's like pretty clean to just shave. Oh yeah, okay. They have Blast Zone as well. Okay, let's shave 2 Scavs or something.
I guess they're red and not white. Against Domain, I don't think Overload is good. Against this deck,
I feel like
maybe it's
Overlord is
fine.
good.
Okay.
It is
I'm not
notably
sure
a
if I want.
5-5, and I feel like a 5-5 is like not the most trivial thing for them to deal with.
Perhaps. I'm not sure I like cutting the second scavenger.
My worry is that they like are literally probably going to play like 3 Blast Zones or something like that. You
Oh, I
know?
guess. Well, aren't there like 3 colors?
I guess? I don't know. Okay, they at least have 2 Blast Zones. Is my feeling.
Oh.
I would say. Like we saw one. I'm sure they're playing 2. If they're playing like all v one, and like they're almost. They also have like Brotherhood's End main deck that they showed us.
Okay, is this a keeper or a mulligan?
That's an interesting question. I can we keep this on the back of Loran, or is that too risky?
Well, maybe.
I kind of want to keep this on the back of Loran, but
I'm not. So I'm not sure how good Loran is in general.
aren't
I would
all
say.
of their like? Okay,
Like
well
the thing
that's a
about
good draw.
Loran is that it costs 3 mana. Okay, I'm gonna play this land in case we draw a creature land.
Yes. Well, I mean, I agree it costs 3 mana, but like you can literally just run these kinds of decks out of cards if you like Loran them enough. Like Loran is
Yeah,
really
but
messed up.
I agree, but 3 is a lot of mana. Okay, much to consider.
Okay, let's
Should we
attack and
cast a spell or
pass.
not really?
I
I
would
guess
like
I
not
guess not.
cast the spell just for like 1 damage.
Okay.
Like certainly I'd rather pass and like let them make a move.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like if they like impend red overlord or something or like yeah, then you'd rather just like bounce your scav and your talent.
Mm-hmm. Ghost vacuum. I see.
Is that card oh, okay. That's an interesting card for them to have, I guess.
Well, one thing it might do is, for example, exile their overlord.
That's fair. Well, shall we dreams them?
It's a little inefficient. However, maybe we should do it.
I think we should.
Okay, do you want to cast talent or do you want to cast scavenger?
Why is that a question? Like, shouldn't we dreams them first?
Okay, I guess so.
Okay.
Hmm.
I think that means I
Well,
want to cast talent
I guess so.
because it like lets us
Okay.
it lets us like push more damage without committing more. Also, lol, that wasn't castable until now.
Oh, I see. Hmm.
Okay.
Now, would you like to put a scavenger in play?
Yeah, Scav Pixie.
I would feel a lot better about our situation if our Loran was any other enchantment destruction spell that did not cost 3 mana.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure we would be in that much better of a position. Notably, I think we'd still be losing. Also, that's very funny.
Oh, I guess I have a restless cottage that will gain life.
Hmm. I do.
That makes the situation worse.
I do believe that we have been defeated.
Hmm. Okay, so we get hit for like 16. We can have a blocker. Next turn we have 2 blockers. Eh. I guess I can activate and exile the overlord. Okay, fine. Have we learned anything?
uh, is no a valid answer?
Probably.
Clearly, to fight their ghost vacuums, we should bring in our ghost vacuums.
Hmm. It might not be that unreasonable, given that our plan is involving killing many overlords. We could I have often thought about whether Ghost Vacuum is just a nice card to play as a Magic the Gathering card, ignoring the fact that it hits on graveyard.
I mean, it is nice in draft, right?
Yeah.
I think I am very skeptical because I think it's only
Okay.
I think it's like I think it is going to be often not good. Like 6 is a
Yeah.
lot of mana. Like, I feel like it's only going to be good like or like
Yeah.
it's likely only going to be good if they've all played their own Ghost Vacuum, and then it's like, what are we doing? Let's keep.
Okay. Let's keep. Okay. Let's play here.
Yeah.
What are we planning to do next turn?
Start with Dreams. Also lol.
Are we? Like, what if the move is to play? Oh, I guess we want to check for Baloth.
Well, uh, check for Baloth, yes, and also like I don't know. I would like even if we cast Breaker, I would still like to cast Dreams. You
Well,
know?
it's much more mana efficient to play Talent Breaker.
What if we just went like Dreams Breaker?
I
Like
want to play Talent.
I don't want them to impend an Overlord.
Okay.
I feel.
I think it's very bad not to cast Talent this turn, but
Okay, like
oh, I guess they have the card Brotherhood's End in it.
yeah.
So
This also
maybe
might
not.
tell us whether we want to cast Talent this turn. For
Yeah,
one thing.
I see.
Okay, let's
Well,
not cast Talent this turn.
do we want to cast Breaker?
Wait, actually, they don't actually have double red. um,
Oh, huh. That complicates matters. What if I do want to cast Talent?
okay, let's cast Talent this turn. And if they cast Brotherhood's End, well, I guess fair enough.
Yeah.
Like, I assume they're gonna Burst Lightning this, for one thing. Okay. So we can still technically Talon Loop through this Ghost Vacuum as long as every single time we're bouncing the Ghost Vacuum end of turn.
Yeah.
We're not, it doesn't have to be end of turn, I guess, but like in a window for which they can't get it down. Wow,
Okay.
nice.
That's not terrible for us.
Wait, isn't that
The
good for
question is,
us? Or I guess it's not good for us because they didn't have anything else to spend mana on. Maybe it is good for us because it made them discard like a good card. It means they're discarding a good card to Breaker as opposed to like the nth colorless land to Breaker.
mm-hmm. So I assume we're not casting this time.
I would tend to agree with that, yes. Like, if we draw land next turn, we can go like Loran the Ghost Vacuum
Yeah.
and hold up town in case of bend. We could do it even without drawing a land, but I don't know.
We could proactively counter fear. I
Interesting.
see. Okay, they now have double red.
I agree. I kind of just want to go to our turn.
Okay, let's go to our turn.
Like, if we draw a land, it's really clean to, like, Loran the thing.
Okay, well, that didn't happen. Are we just gonna attack and pass?
We could just attack and pass. I think I like that.
Okay. They are kind of incentivized to cast the Brotherhood's End in such a case.
Yeah. And then we, like, pick up fear and talent, probably. And they eat our...
Probably.
Do you think they're gonna crack this ghost vacuum? It's a real question.
I mean, it seems pretty likely that they will do it in this game.
Okay. Well... Okay. I assume we want to pick up talent instead of breaker? They kind of still have a useless card in hand.
Yeah, I guess so. And then we can like talent, fear talent.
Oh, I want to, like, Loran something. Plus,
Oh,
plus talent.
the talent, but it does expose the talent to blast zone, but maybe that's fine.
That's fine. We're bouncing a Loran.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Okay.
We could even go like Loran. So okay, I definitely want to Loran the. I think I want to Loran the vacuum definitely when we have
Yeah.
go for the throat in hand, and then we can just like fear the Loran right now.
I agree with an option.
I think I want to do that. Mostly, I think our fear genuinely wants to bounce our Loran, and
Okay.
like it's not actually more damage to like play talent first.
Is it not?
No.
Why not?
Or maybe it's one more damage. Okay, fair.
Well, if we draw a non-creature spell, then it could be like many more points of damage. You know?
Sure, I guess I was imagining that we're casting Lorraine again next turn. But, like, if we play Talent this turn, next turn I would want to, like, fear Lorraine anyways. I think this is mana efficient, so I would like to do it.
Okay.
Like, I feel like the argument of if we draw a spell makes me want to do this line more.
Like,
But
if we draw, for example, Hopeless Nightmare, I would much rather bounce the Hopeless Nightmare.
I think that is not clear to me. But maybe I'm too Lorraine pilled or whatever.
Like, this card is not clearly a card that matters right now.
I feel like basically all cards that they could play that could matter, like, will die to Lorraine. You know? Fair enough.
Okay, now we could do the same thing again.
I guess maybe it's
I
better
feel,
to like get in the fear talent fear or
yeah,
talent fear talent.
I think that's better.
It also gives us a non-creature spell to cast next turn.
Mm-hmm. Large to have Brotherhood's End again.
Yeah, I mean, if they have Brotherhood's End, they have Brotherhood's End.
Okay. Which card would you like to use?
I think I would like to Pixie. Sorry, Loran Pixie.
What I like about using Go for the Throat is that it gets in more damage.
Okay. What is your plan? Just go for the throat pass?
It might be Go for the Throat has. Okay, maybe Lurin is better. Fine. Like, okay, let's say we go for the Throat and pass. They kind of have to do something about it, right?
Well, so one thing is I mean, if we Loran Pixie, they also have to do something about it. And my
Well,
worry.
not.
Hmm?
Oh, I guess so. Fine. I forgot that then we have 6 power on the battlefield.
Yes. Also, one of my concerns with using Go for the Throat is that we did literally see a non-artifact creature.
Yes. I guess it's also disguised the amount of damage they take because okay, I see.
Fair enough. We might kill this map token. We're not above that.
Okay, do you want to kill a map token?
Yeah, I'm not above that. I feel like this is the point. I feel like this is the point in the game where like Loran drawing might be good for you.
Hmm. It's not obvious.
Is
Okay,
it?
let's kill it.
It's not obviously good to do it now.
Oh. What are some scenarios where it would be better to not do it?
If we draw a way to bounce Loran,
Oh. Oh.
and the ways
Eh.
we get punished are if we draw like talent. That's or like
Or
store stock up.
stock up. So I guess by a simple counting, we have more of those than
Yeah,
three,
it's
five.
weird though. It is weird though.
It's very weird. I think I'm gonna cost it, but
I think we should kill it.
okay.
Because like I might also want to draw with Loran. And like this is not a way to bounce Loran that we would want to like use.
Yeah.
Um I think I want to draw with Loran, but
So the thing is, the best card they could cast last turn was Overload of the Hauntless.
I understand. We have the card
And they
Hopeless
don't have a
Nightmare.
removal. I know. We can draw on their turn, maybe.
Wait, I think it's much better to draw on our turn. Like
I
what if we
think them drawing a card they can cast is a lot worse than us. But like, if we draw a card, we can. I guess we can draw like a creature.
Overlord of the Hauntwoods isn't even that bad of a card for them to cast, you know? I don't know.
Okay, we can draw. And word is wrong. Roxanne.
Wow, punish for using or go for the throw maybe, but hard to say, I guess. I guess we
Do you want
bounce
to?
their meteorite.
It's not clear I wish to bounce at all.
Wait, why? Oh,
Well,
oh, because night. Okay, yeah, maybe not. Okay, that's fair.
okay. I don't think bouncing does anything.
Yeah, okay,
right?
let's just pass.
Wow, it's your
Nice.
nightmare.
I think it's technically better to bounce Roxanne. I think they already have enough mana that it doesn't matter. But
Mhm. Okay. I don't know. Maybe more stock up is nice. But though I understand that we did not really we played it against a deck of domains type that against a deck of domains type, except it didn't have the card out the beanstalk. So it's hard to judge. Well, maybe they were playing out the they were probably playing the card out the beanstalk, I guess. Actually.
probably? Yeah, probably. We certainly,
Okay.
yeah, okay. Certainly, the game we lost against them we had two stock ups in hand.
That is true. But you know, you know.
What would you say we have learned, if anything?
Hard to say.
Uh-huh.
Maybe scavenger isn't. Maybe Rim was right the whole time.
I Okay, my claim is that like we drew scavenger a bunch and it never looked bad.
I feel like it sometimes looked bad.
I don't I don't know if I agree that it looked bad.
Like wasn't it like pretty bad in like the game in which like we mulligan and then we died? Did we
Okay.
end up winning that game? Maybe we ended up winning that game. I don't really
There were a
remember.
lot of games where we thought we were going to lose and then we won, so I don't know which game that was, I guess.
I agree. I
Um,
I liked how many games there were of that type.
uh-huh.
Okay, I am sort of interested in exactly two optimistic scavenger.
Hmm.
I feel. I am sort of
I
interested in exactly three stock up. I feel.
I think I have the opposite desire of you, where I would like three scavenger, two stock up. But
Hmm.
I don't know.
I feel like I started the stream assuming that that would be the right split, and I am now believing that the other way might be the right. But they're not like cards that are necessarily like tied to each other in any way, shape, or form. Like you're maybe supposed to like just have a third stock up in your sideboard or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I would not be opposed to like putting more stock up in the sideboard. I also would not be opposed to playing fewer stock up main deck. I don't know. It's weird.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
a Pixie scientist. Um,
I don't know if this. I'm not sure how I feel about this plan still, but maybe it's nice. I don't know.
mhm.
I still feel. I guess given the way the mirror played out, I'm not. I still don't understand how like. Should we have another crit? Should we have? I feel like I want two return spells at least. Just the spells at least. Maybe you should have three, but I think the third one is probably worse than another stock up. Unless you're already playing four stock ups or something. I don't know.
I do think that Overlord specifically competes with stock up a lot, whereas I
Yeah.
think Lab is much different
Yeah.
than the two of them. Like I think Overlord and stock up have similar purposes. Yeah, I don't know. I Can I say that Kaido impressed me?
Hmm.
I feel like a couple of the games that we thought we were going to lose and then we won were because of Kaido. Like, to be clear, they were games where it looks like Kaido was going to be bad, right?
I agree.
And then we won.
I, I agree that was what happened with Kaido.
So, you
So
know,
like
who's to say? But I don't know. I don't.
Hmm.
My worry, basically my main worry with like how to fit more stock ups is that the deck already feels very tight, and I'm not sure where I would want to like fit in the stock ups that wouldn't sacrifice things that I think are more important than the things that stock up provides. But maybe my imagination is not broad enough. Well, like, I mean, certainly I can imagine playing like, a different deck, but I assume that, but like, other than like, playing a different deck or like, changing the deck enough that it is a different deck, I'm not exactly sure how to fit in the stock reps, if that
Hmm.
makes sense.
I don't know. Like the stock ups don't have to be the third stock up doesn't have to be in the main deck. You know. So like a lot of these cards do not like some of these cards just simply do not have to be in the main deck. I would say, I guess.
Yeah, fair.
I don't know. Anyway, I believe I would endorse playing a Pixie deck that looks kind of something like this.
Uh-huh.
If you wanted to play a standard tournament.
Would you endorse? Ooh, did we figure out which type of restlessness we endorse?
Hmm. I feel like the one game where we attacked for 4 instead of 2 and it won the game is sort of sufficient to for me to decide that like splitting them is fine.
Certainly, I don't think that splitting them is likely that much worse than playing three Anchorage. But I might be a three Anchorage fan still.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we don't have like nearly enough data or vibes, but you know.
Mm-hmm. I will say in the showcase, my opponent like had no cards in hand and played a surveil land and surveilled to the top, and I attacked them with Restless Reef and built the card that surveilled to the top.
Hmm.
I'm not sure the card would have beaten me though. So
What if you instead attacked for two in the air and made a map token? You know? Like, I feel like a lot of the comparing we've done is without taking, like, the things that we have literally said in comparing the two has not yet brought up the fact that Restless Anchorage makes map tokens.
I agree. It's very good to make map tokens.
Uh, but yeah. Anyways,
Okay. Uh, whether Kaito is good in the mirror. So it's complicated. I'm not sure I can like talk about it that coherently, but like basically like sometimes they will sell you the TLDR is sometimes they will sell you the game. I still like boarding all of them out.
mhm.
If you want to leave them, I think you should definitely not leave them on the draw. You can think about leaving them on the play, but I still don't want to do that.
Anyways, um, would you say that we are streaming tomorrow?
Would you say that we are streaming tomorrow? Oh, I have an update about some things.
Okay.
Earlier, I was planning to go to Charlotte. I am no longer planning to go to Charlotte.
Ah, I see. Uh, well, I will be at Charlotte. I believe I will be settled in my hotel, um, by the time we would stream tomorrow. So I could stream tomorrow.
Okay,
So it sounds like we are streaming tomorrow?
sure.
I think we are likely not streaming this weekend, but we can see.
Hmm.
But yeah. Anyways, to everyone who is, I am judging Charlotte. No way am I playing modern. That is not something I would like to do. Um, to anyone who would like to play modern, good luck at Charlotte. See you there if you're going, I guess. But yeah, anything else you want to say before we sign off, CFT?
Not really.
I should figure out the concept of rating. We could rate System Magic. What if we just rated System Magic because it's easy?
Sure.
They're doing the last Breach stream before Charlotte. Speaking of Charlotte, System Magic. Oh no, my computer wants to restart. Why? Why, computer? Um, did my computer freeze? Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, not that it would matter too much for ending stream purposes. Uh, go tell System Magic just how stock our Pixie list was. In fact, we like upped the stockness of our Pixie deck. Is how I would put it. Yeah. Well, also, I really need to catch up on uploading VODs, but I usually upload VODs to YouTube, so check them out if you would like to see any of our past streams. Hopefully, we'll be returning to more of a regular schedule after being kind of gone this week. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Um, okay.